Our wretched species is made so that those who walk on well-trodden paths always throw stones at those who are showing a new road. Voltaire. One of the greatest challenges of becoming totally free is to be able to think independently from everybody else. You know instinctively that no one cares about you as much as you care about yourself. Yet we consistently listen to others about what is best for us, instead of thinking about what is best for us. That is because we live in a world where everybody tells you what to think, but no one tells you how to think. We are blasted every day with advertising, financial sales pitches, political media propaganda, religious dictates, and more social pressure to conform. Most of our lives, we don't really make any decisions. We just kind of fall into a routine. You see, when you do not really think, you leave your mind open to those who do think. The real and most often unnoticed danger is a class of predators manipulating societies for their own selfish benefits. If you go along to get along and not think outside the box, you risk being caught in the undertow of a doomed society or worse. The next revolution will be one of ideas, and it is one where you are going to have to be able to think outside of your cell. It will require you to see that we are all one, and that divide and conquer holds us back from our highest and best self. It will require you to see the perceived values we place on status, wealth, and other distinctions are false. It will require you to see that individuals are more important than the collective. It will require you to see that we must not sacrifice the future for the present. It will require you to see that the ends do not justify the means. There is no goal worth the wholesale slaughter of millions and the debt enslavement of billions. It will require you to see that this revolution cannot take place by forcing others, by protesting, or by forming any organization. It must come through a change within each and every one of us. The mathematically inevitable collapse of the dollar will bring about the greatest challenge that humanity will ever face. It will require an unprecedented transformation of the human condition. It is not the strongest species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the ones responsive to change. Charles Darwin. We will cast aside these incredibly destructive forces that have been piled up for decades, spreading debt and death throughout the world in the hopeless effort of sustaining the unsustainable. Only then can we create a new way of life based on freedom. That transformation starts only when you as an individual begin to be aware of yourself in every thought, action, and feeling. As humans, we naturally look at anyone outside of our group or worldview as dangerous and to be shunned. This has served us well when we lived in a tribal, small community dynamic. Now we are systematically and scientifically misled in order to serve the interest of others. We need to look outside of our own little world for answers if the community is headed for collapse. Have you ever seen crabs in a shallow bucket? If you put one in a bucket, it can easily get out. But if there's more than one crab, any crab trying to get out will be pulled back into the bucket by the rest of the crabs. This is how the collective works. It forces individuals to conform so that the collective may survive. And that is our society.